Hello and welcome back, everyone. So, as you can see, we got some upgrades for our trailer's tires. So, that's going to be a huge help. I mean, it's going to allow us to be able to carry more stuff, you know, scrap more stuff, and ultimately be able to donate more because that's going to be a huge help. And if you guys are new to the channel, we do donate a percentage of all of our scrap money to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And, of course, if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them. We will consider, other charities as well, but that's just where we've been donating so far. And hopefully that wasn't a gas gift card right there. Couldn't really tell, but it looked like it said mobile on it, so that would have been nice too, to find some gas money in these dumpsters, because I'm telling you, like, I have seen some places near us that their prices are over $7 a gallon, so that's just crazy right now. So it is hard, to be driving around, going out there and scrapping. We understand that. So that's why, for us, we feel comfortable doing it like this, with the trailer and the car. But even if you don't have a truck, trailer, car, anything like that, you can always just use a shopping cart. You can use your bike. There's, different things. You can use your legs, walk around, get some exercise, if you're able to. And just look for, the good stuff. The copper, the brass. Those things are compact, but have high value. So, yeah, don't be discouraged, if you're not able to, drive around. Because, like I said, right now, that's pretty expensive. And also, if you have a route that you're comfortable with, you don't need to go too far. So just, find what works for you. And if you happen to find any of these conduits, so you can just cut off the end, you see Mr. Volt doing, but make sure that they are copper, because they do have aluminum as well, and you do not want to take this apart for some aluminum. But some bare bright copper, that you can definitely take apart and break down, because that's the good stuff right there. And there is a lot in there. I mean, it might not look like it, but once you break this down and roll up that copper, there's going to be a good amount. Shoot, we would love to find this all day, every day. Mr. Volt says he enjoys doing this more than, stripping the cables and all that stuff, because this right here, it's quick, easy, it's just fast. But he did want to do a little demonstration for you guys, just to kind of get an idea of how to do this in case you find some. There's a lot of coil, copper coil in there, so yeah, take it all out and then get your copper, because that's a good chunk right there. And let us know what you guys go for, if it's copper, brass, steel, cans, bottles, you name it. We love to hear it. And we do take, cans and bottles occasionally. I mean, for the most part we do. So that does go for our kids, so they will sort through that and get their money from that. Sometimes, Mr. Volt might pass it up. We get that question, often as well. But it just depends, if it's a single can, single bottle, usually he won't be like reaching in, diving in for that, because just physically, I mean, it does put a lot of strain on your body to be going in and out of these dumpsters like that. So he likes to do it when, you know, it's a good amount. Also, when he finds a dumpster that's like really good, he'll jump in and just take whatever he can. And someone also asked if I am the getaway driver. So, yes, I am, when it comes to like food and retail. But for scrapping, Mr. Volt pretty much has permission from a lot of these businesses to be scrapping. So he doesn't have to really worry too much, you know, about moving the car out of the way and having a getaway driver. So yeah, he'll go on his own, or he will take our son and they will go scrapping together. As long as he has his homework done, he can go. But yeah, there's times where, you know, I'm driving, but that's gonna be for the retail side. And all of this right here, you know, you can just toss it in with your metal. As you can see, there's a lot of wood, so that's also something that's very valuable. I mean, you can use it for projects. You can save a ton of money, you know, instead of going to Home Depot and buying your wood. If you find some, you can just make a pile and keep it until you need it. Sometimes we do take it, but usually it's just, you know, to hold it for someone that needs it. We don't really use too much of it. But just look around and see, because there's a lot of stuff that can be used still and stuff that can be sold. So it just depends on, you know, what's out there. Mr. Volt saw this and was like, what is that? That thing is huge. That's a big old Santa. So he's checking it right now, and once it gets closer to Christmas, we will put that up and show you guys a video of that. Because, yeah, that thing is big. And like I mentioned, you know, every scrapyard is different too. So sometimes we will break things down, sometimes we won't. It just depends. For example, you know, motors. We have got that question as well, but for us, motors don't pay very well. So it doesn't really make sense for us to spend hours breaking down, you know, big bulky items to get to a motor that might not pay very well. So sometimes we will just leave it like that and dump it for steel, because Mr. Volt does have like a membership, I guess. I don't know if you want to call it a membership, like a frequent scrapper card kind of thing. So he does get better rates than he did when we first started. So in the beginning, we would never take steel. I mean, we didn't have the space for it without the trailer, and we would get maybe like a penny a pound. So now, I mean, he gets about, I believe, 10 to 15 cents a pound for the steel. You know, we have the trailer. So yeah, we can sometimes make more money by not breaking things down, because it is quick, you know, just to load it up, unload it, and get back out there, you know, versus taking the time to break it down and not getting as much because, like I said, we don't make that much from locals here. So I guess it's different for everyone everywhere. You have to see what works for you, and yeah, check with your local scrapyards. That's all I can really say is, check your scrapyards, see how much they pay, and kind of compare it and see, is it worth it to spend all this time breaking something down that's going to come out cheaper than just taking it like that? And that also goes for reselling. If you find items that are valuable, you can try reselling and making way more money than you would scrapping something. But that just depends if you have the time and the space to do it as well. So there's a lot of different things that you have to think about when you do this. And what makes sense for you and what works for you might not work for someone else. But Mr. Hood is determined to take this Santa. So we are excited about that one. We really want to see how big this thing is. So make sure to, stay tuned and keep watching for that, because we will be showing that later. And even some of these keyboards and, computer parts, stuff like that, I mean, if you really wanted to, you can sell some of that stuff. But check on it too, because I believe there are some keyboards that are aluminum. So even if you wanted to scrap them, you might get more money for that. Well, not more money than reselling them, but yeah, some might be worth more than others. So always check what you find. Every bit counts, as you can see. I mean, free money in the dumpster. Yeah, there's just, not just the money part of it, just the whole value of it. Like, there's so much that people can use that's being thrown away. But not just scrapping, but just in general. Like, there's so much out there. It's crazy. Unless you do this or you watch these videos and see how much is out there, because we really didn't imagine like this much when we first started. It's crazy how much is going on and how much people can use. That's why, like, with our retail part of it, or apartment dives, anything like that, we do donate to local charities. So there are local thrift stores that we donate to on a regular basis. And yeah, they help with homeless, nonprofit. So we love supporting that because there's so much out there that can be used still. So if you are able to do this, give it a try, see what's out there. You can make some money, you can save things from the landfill. I mean, look at this pair of gloves. How much would that cost you to buy them at the store? That saves you some money, saves stuff being, thrown in the landfill. And like I said, you don't need a big truck trailer, to do this. It might help, but it's not required. So check out your local dumpsters and see what's out there. Even like these little bits right here, Mr. Volt will put them in a container and a tote and fill them up. And when he has a good amount, he'll take them in. And he'll get some good money for those little bits and pieces right there. He likes to get in when he finds a dumpster like this and there's a lot, he'll just go in and go for it. But watch out for pee bottles. That one looked like it had water in it, so that's fine. But yeah, pee bottles and razor blades, stay away from those.